Welcome back to Yarning at the Homestead. I think my camera might be a little crooked. I can't seem to get it to straighten out, so we're just gonna live with it right now. So hi, my name is Tammy, also known as Gracie's Goodies here on YouTube and over on Instagram, and I am TammyG over on Ravelry. Hi, welcome back to any returning viewers. Welcome to any viewers who are checking me out for the first time. If you see something you like, maybe give me a thumbs up, maybe give me a follow. Yeah, that would be nice. I cracked the 100. Oh my goodness. That's exciting news. Exciting news. So yeah, so welcome to Yarning at the Homestead. This is a knitterly crochet creative type vlog, podcast, whatever we want to call this. I talk mostly about knitting and crochet, but I've also been doing a little bit of the needle felting, although that won't be on this one, and sewing, and what else have I done? Oh, I do jewelry making. I make jewelry. So yeah, so welcome. Glad that you could stop by. So you may hear Fergus. I don't know if you can hear that little whistle. That's Fergus. I have a Timna gray parrot, and the room I am sitting in right now is the main bedroom. However, we don't use this room as the main bedroom. I use it as my craft room and / dressing room because it's got all my clothes in it too, because it's got the 2 closets. So I have 2 closets in here. I have a bureau in here. So this is my main dressing room also. It is totally messy over there and hidden behind what's back here. Totally messy. Yeah, I'll get into that. So if you can see, there is Bella is in the window. She will not be joining us, but she might pop up and leave the window. She's very excited. I just put the screens in and opened the windows. So she's very excited to lay in the window with the screens in. It is already warm in here. We do not have AC. We live out in the Booney Docks. So I live up in Northwest Connecticut, and we still probably have little piles of snow outside, but our windows are the crank out windows, so we do not have AC. We can't put a window unit in, and we just don't have the money right now to do a, what they call it, where the whole house gets air conditioned. And we neither one of us are huge fans of air conditioning in the first place, so we would only probably use it at night, and so it's a big expense for something you don't use too often. So yeah, but it is getting a little warm in here. I have a fan going, you might hear that, but let's get started. So first and foremost, I have a finished object that I am wearing. Can you see it is a little dark? You know what? I am going to stop and put a light up. I actually bought a light, so let me put that light up. Hold on. Okay, does that light me up a little bit better? I don't know. Well, anyway. This is Birdwatcher by Casapinka. I absolutely love it. The yarn is Miss Babs in Birdwatching, which was the yarn specifically made for this. Let's see, I started this. Let's see, where is it? Hold on. Here we go. I started it July 3rd, 2022 and finished it April 5th, 2023. I'm very happy with it. I've worn it several times now. The only thing I changed, the only modifications I made was the neckline was a little too long, a little too wide. I wore it to school last week and it kept falling off my shoulder. So I did cinch it in like 5 stitches on both sides. But other than that, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. So, let's see. It's got a little bit of a lace detail on the bottom. Yeah, so I am in love with this. Love it. So again, Birdwatcher by Casapinka. Yarn is Miss Babs. Birdwatching. I'm not sure if she still has this. It might have been one of those, like, what does she call them? Where they don't necessarily make it all the time. I don't remember what she calls them, but she calls them something special. On top of that, I have 2 finished sock. I really should do my acquisitions because I have a shit ton of those. So here, let me move some of these because, yeah, I have a lot of acquisitions. Don't ask why. Don't ask why. There's no reasoning why. There's no reasoning why. Oh my goodness. Look at this. To get. And I don't even have my sock blockers over here, I don't think. Oh yeah, I do have a pair. So I have finished 2 pairs of socks. So let me grab my sock blockers. These ones. I have another pair over there, but oh, of course these aren't going to come out. Oh my goodness. Here we go. All right, so my first pair of socks that I finished, I don't know if I have them in my projects. I realized that I have not been really good about putting my projects in this past year. This past year with my health issues and everything, it's just not been a priority for me. So yeah, so these socks are not in here. And I can't remember the name of the dyer. I know it's an Irish dyer. It's a male Irish dyer. The sock name is, the colorway name is, I believe, Merman. So here we go. So here's the first one. I'll have the bag. What do I do with the bag? Oh, it's right there. Here's the first one. Isn't that awesome? So this is just a vanilla latte, which is the sock I tend to do the most. I need a sock that is ribbed. And I'll talk about that in a minute, but I do need a sock that is ribbed. Okay, this was the bag it was in. Let me see if I have the tag. I should still have the tag for this, but it's not in the bag. And I did these on Haya US 1 9-inch bamboo needles. And I have so much of this left. So much of it left. So, yes, so I do have 2 of them. So you can see, here's the other one. So I do have 2 of them. So I'm done with those. And those were actually, might be in my book. I think they're in my book. But I don't have the book in here. That's the one thing I did not grab, was the book. It's in the other room. And I don't feel like going to get it right now. So that's the first one. And then my second pair are a pair of Christmas socks that I'm very excited about. So these are, you see them? Aren't those so pretty? Aren't those pretty? So I do have both of these also. And again, I can't think of the name, and of course I don't have them in my, here. You know what, I'm gonna go grab my book. I will be right back. Hey, I'm back. Okay, so my book says that this colorway is Tree of Lights. It is by Jar, maybe? I know I have another colorway, and I'm really annoyed at myself because I normally keep the tags in with my projects, so I'm a little annoyed that I don't have the tags, but I will put them down below. I know she did this colorway again this past year, and this is Merfolk. This is Merfolk. So I'm very excited. I've got 2 pairs of socks off the needles. I still have plenty of socks on the needles, and I did cast on 1 pair, maybe 2 pairs. So yeah, those are my finished objects. Now let's talk about whips. Oh, Lord have mercy, the whips. I've got so many. So let's start with the one that I've worked on the most lately. This is Locatelli's linen, staple linen top. So, sorry, this is in black and white. This is Locatelli staple linen top. And the yarn that I am using is Juniper Farm Zooey, which is 60% cotton, 40% linen. And the colorway, I don't think there's a colorway, I think it's just a number, is 19, and it says jib underneath, okay? This is actually for my spouse. So I have finished the back. Yeah, I finished the back, the top back. Now I am working on, you see right there, the shoulder, and then it's gonna come over, and then I'm gonna do the front, and then attach down here underneath the armholes, and then continue. So it's still a whiles away. It's not one that I tend to pick up just because the yarn is a little rough on the hands. I'm hoping my spouse is super, super sensitive to yarns and stuff. So I'm hoping I can get it soft enough that she'll wear it, because it'll look great with her eyes. So that is the one I've worked on the most, and that is in one of my Jessalou, this is Supernatural bag, one of my Jessalou bags, and it just matches. So it's in my Supernatural bag from Jessalou. And then lately I've been working on my Litmus cowl. So Litmus cowl is a recipe, not necessarily a pattern, from Jude Harper. I believe it's still under Jude's previous name, which is Amy Florence. And I am using an Advent. I'm using an Advent from I believe it's from 2019. It's Knits for Comfort, which is a local to me dyer. She's here in Connecticut. So I am absolutely loving all the speckles. I don't know what the dark gray is. It's a mystery skein. Again, I'm really annoyed because a lot of my labels have seemed to have been MIA, and I don't understand why, because I'm really good about either tucking them in or tying them around. So I don't know what this mystery gray is, but I really like it. It's such a dark, moody gray, and I think it just goes fantastically with these speckles. I've just started, I think, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I just started 11. These are 20-gram minis, so with even that, I'm doing 15 rows of the colored and 5 rows of the gray. And I still have a good chunk of mini, so I'm thinking, I am seeing so many people doing scrappy blankets. I'm not a huge scrappy person, and I like to have things kind of in order. So I think I'm gonna take the rest of the minis and I think I'm gonna do granny squares with them. I liked, who did I just see? I think it was the crazy sock lady, Kate. Kay, not Kate, sorry. She has a scrappy one going with minis, and it's a granny square one, and I like the look of hers, so I think I'm gonna do one like that with the leftovers from this, with the leftovers from all of my other Advents. So yes, and that is actually in a Christmas bag. It's in a Santa bag that I got. It's just it was like I got a giveaway. I won it somewhere. It's not the best. It's not sewn the best. There's threads coming out all over the place, but it does the job. It's a bag. It does the job. Then I have been working on, obviously, other socks. So these socks are from Yarn at Home Mom, and it's called Zombie Fresh and Cherry. And this is the yarn. Isn't that awesome? I love that yarn. And I am doing the Festival of Lights. And I dropped 2 stitches. Hold on. Let me grab those 2 stitches. Festival of Lights. I haven't really started. It. So I have Pop a Color. I know Kay does it too, but I've done a Pop a Color for a while. So Pop a Color here, and then just the yarn. And I will probably I will do the heels in the cherry color too, but I probably won't do my toes. I don't tend to do my toes in a different color. So nobody sees them. They're my shoes. Nobody sees my toes. So this I have been working on, and this is in a ginger snap vat bag, a zombie bag. I think this was a kit years ago, and it's got, of course, zombies inside, and it came with a little zombie, you know, packet purse. I can put other stuff in here. And these again are being done on 1-inch Haya 1-inch bamboo, 9-inch circular needles. So that is one sock. Oh. And then, so I'm having some issues with my other socks. So I was just talking about that. I'm pretty sure, like, I am a loose knitter. And I really like the 9-inch. I do like the 9-inch. I have small hands. They work for me. I don't get cramped up or anything like that. But I'm thinking that the bamboo or the wooden ones give me a tighter gauge. So I'm almost done with these. I really only need to do the heels. The toes. Pretty much I have a couple more rounds and then the toes. These are the Woolens and Nosh 2022 Advent socks. But they're a little big on me, and it's just a vanilla. I just did a vanilla, and they are a little big on me. Now, it could be the yarn. This is a Targi base yarn. I don't believe I have I don't believe there's a ball band or whatever in here of tells you what it is, but I know it's a Targi base. I don't know what the makeup is. I will have to look that up. But they're thicker. They're definitely a thicker sock than a regular fingering weight. But I have, even though I'm overweight, I have a very small bone structure. And my calves are very, very small. My ankles are very small. My feet are very, very skinny. So these fit for the most part. There's some bigness around here, around the ankle. And I'm going to try and make them not too big here. So I think what I'm going to have to do, I'm either going to have to go to a 0, which I think will cramp up my hands, or go down stitches. I usually only cast on 56 stitches as it is. So I think if I'm doing like a thicker base like this, or I'm doing it on metal needles and I'm just going to do a vanilla, I think I need to go down to like 52 stitches. I think that will help me. Yes, I am an adult. But so these, I've just not been, the sock mojo kind of left me. So I got 2 pairs of socks done, and then I was just like, I need to do some other stuff. So I got the 2 pairs of socks done, and then I worked on the Birdwatcher. And now I really want to just get articles of clothing done, because I have several things started and I just want to get them done. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking now. Because I have a lot of socks, I'm not going to go through them all. I have 1, 2, 3 more pair in here. And again, I'm having some issues with the fit. One of them is also slightly bigger. And then I have 2 of them. One of them is a Christmas Advent that I think is way too big for me. So I think I'm going to have to rip it out. The other one is another Woolens and Nosh. And I think that one will fit me because it's more of a ribbed pattern. I did the Tree of Lights? No, that's the yarn thing. Tree of something. Something. It's by Sock Witchery. It's looking on here to see if I have it. No, I don't. But I know it's a pattern I just bought, so let me find it. String of Lights. So I'm doing the String of Lights, which is a ribbed pattern. It's not as much of a ribbed pattern as the Vanilla Latte. So I'm hoping they'll fit me. I'm hoping that it'll fit me. So I have 2 pairs of those started, because the ones I just showed you, which are the zombie ones, those are also String of Lights. That's the pattern for them, is a String of Lights by Sock Witchery. What's her name? Lindsay Shank Kirshner. Let me have a little bit of my Pepsi. Lindsay Shank Kirshner. Okay. All right. So I don't think I'm going to go over any of the other socks because it is what it is. However, I did then cast on this because the yarn is pretty much all cotton. It's the Pebble Beach Tee. It's from Noro. Now, I ordered this kit from an LYS. I'm not going to mention which LYS because they sent me the yarn and they said pattern included, so I figured it would be a pattern from the book, and I'm hoping that they paid for the pattern because I got a photocopied of the pattern. So it's in one of the Noro magazines, and it's obviously I can't get it because it's from, I don't even know. I have several Noro magazines. I don't know when this one is from, but it's a couple years old. So I cast that on. This is what I'm using. I am using Noro Nishinki. So it's Noro Nishinki. And it is 77% cotton, 23% polyamide. And this is color A. So this is, I think it's the front, it could be the back, I don't know. It's one side. Now I hate pieces, and now I'm doing two of them. Hohi's is also a piece, kind of pieced together because you're doing the front and then the back. So this is the bottom. So I'm not very far into it. And I know that cotton will stretch and not necessarily stretch back, but I'm hoping with the polyamide in it, that'll be enough for it. And this will be a nice summer, bright summer top. So I did just start that this past week. And I haven't worked on it since I started it. Just because I just didn't. Just did it. So now I'm going to talk about life stuff for a minute, and then I'm going to get to acquisitions. So here, let me move this out of the way. These are all my things that I've been working on. All right, so life stuff for just a minute. I was very, very sick since October, and it was a GI issue. And we tried several things. I did a bland diet, did all this other stuff. We finally did a let's cut out gluten. And lo and behold, it fixed it. So now I am gluten-free. Whether that is contributing to this or not, I don't know. I was not trying to, but when I was sick, I lost quite a bit of weight, and I'm continuing to lose weight since I've been off gluten. So I made this top, and it fits me pretty well. But like many of the other ones that I've started, that I haven't finished, are being made in a size I don't know if it'll fit me anymore. I've lost a little over 40 pounds. I don't weigh myself, but at my highest, I was in the 230s, and I'm below 200 now. So yay, I've lost weight, making me feel better. Don't have a double chin anymore. That makes me feel really good. I did not even realize that I was really losing that weight, but I had a couple of people say to me, wow, you're really losing a lot of weight. Wow, the weight is really slight. And I didn't, like, when you see yourself every day, you don't really notice, and I hadn't really noticed with my clothing. But yeah, so I now have been noticing. I noticed, wow, I don't have a double chin anymore. And I noticed with some of my pants that I have to go down a size. Luckily, I've kept my last like 3 sizes. So I do have clothes that I can wear, which isn't a big deal. However, the things that I've made, I made them in larger sizes. Now, the winter sweaters I'm not going to care about because I'll wear something underneath it, big, bulky, whatever. But some of the summer stuff that I've made, I don't know. So we'll have to see. But yeah, the other thing, which is good, and I don't know if you guys can tell, everybody has commented on it. So my pain. I have pretty much been living in a fog of pain for months, and it was really hard to get out of it. This is why I didn't really vlog or blog or anything like that. I've just been in a lot of pain. So I saw a new doctor, and he gave me a choice, and he said, we can try these other injections, because I'd already had some injections in my back. And we can try these other injections and see if they'll work, or many of my patients figure I'm going to end up with surgery, let's just get it over with. But I said to him, you know, if you're recommending the injections, then I'll try the injections first. Holy Hannah, look at me. They have worked a miracle. I'm not 100% pain-free. I'm about 85 to 90% pain-free. And on days where it's going to rain, the weather still really affects me. And there are still times when it affects me, like I get really tired still. And I know if I'm going to be going someplace in walking distance, I still need to use my walker. So I still using my walker, I'm just not using it as much. But I know if I'm going to be going someplace and walking a while, I need to use my walker, because I still get very, very tired. I get very tired. My back, it's more tired feeling than painful, but if I don't rest, then it starts to get painful. So I know I can't overdo myself. I can't overdo it. So the combination of losing the weight, of figuring something out for the pain, of I'm also on some medication because of the pain and everything I was going through, I had suicidal thoughts. So I'm on some medication for that. I call it my don't kill yourself medication. So I'm on some medication for that too. So that's helping my mood also. So yeah, so I'm hoping I'm looking better. I'm hoping you can see it in me. I'm a much happier person. At school, I feel like I'm present. I have felt so guilty for being a teacher of these kids, that knowing that they've missed so much of who I am as a teacher and what I can give them as a teacher this year because of my medical issues, my health issues. But I'm feeling really good. So I'm hoping, I don't know how long this injection will last. They say it can last from a couple weeks to a couple months. Somebody told me it lasted 6 months for their spouse. So hey, I'm just happy with it. I can get it up to 3 times a year. And then if it stops working, then we're going to be going to surgery. My L5-S1 is very unstable. So I would end up having a spinal fusion in that area. Yeah, so I just wanted to say that, because here goes the retirement fund. What did I call this last time? Retirement fund. What did I call this last time? Retirement fund deposits. So I think that's what I'm going to call my acquisitions, because my spouse named anything I buy my retirement fund. When I'm no longer teaching, no longer working, about 11 years from now, I will not have the disposable income that I have, so I can't buy the yarn. So I'll just be using it, and there's a lot of it. I am trying to use some of it up. One of my goals this year is to whip my whips. I'm the whipping of the whips. So this got whipped. 2 pairs of socks got whipped. Working on some other things that got whipped. I'm trying not to cast on other things, but it's so hard. Okay, so what did I get? Oh God, I don't even know. Let's start with the books. I follow these people on Instagram, the Journal of Scottish Yarns. So I really wanted to get the books, but I knew it would be kind of expensive to get them from Scotland. So I checked the Woolly Thistle. Woolly Thistle is a yarn shop here in the United States that brings in yarn from Great Britain in that area. So yeah, they had them. So I've got this. This is the second book. This is issue 2, Autumn Winter 2022. And this is the first book. Very beautiful books. Oh my gosh, these books are beautiful. I would just get them just for the photographs. The first book, the paper feels a little different. I think it's it's a heavier type paper. There are great articles in here, like this article right here, which is very long. Peace, War, and Weaving. So my fascination with Scotland started 5th grade. I did a paper on Scotland. I don't know if I still have it. I might not have grabbed it from Bristol when we were throwing everything out. But that's my fascination for Scotland. So I've always wanted to go to Scotland. I've read about Scotland, all that thing. So I'm kind of attracted to things that are coming out of Scotland. So, yeah, there's lots of great, look at those pictures. There's lots of great photos in here. I love this one about the different breeds, breed apart the native sheep breeds of Scotland. And then of course there are patterns, and some of the patterns, look, they have a crochet pattern. Look at how cool that is, crochet pattern. You don't see, I mean, a lot of times you'll see one or two, and I know that they have these are called the Locatelli fingerless mitts. And the other thing is they have a lot of male models in here, which is also another really cool thing. Look at this, look at this. I might do this with my leftovers. Let me see, is this gonna be, I don't know if this is, see, they do this in, I have to look and see what size yarn they're using. It's 4-ply, so I think 4-ply for them is like fingering here. I'll have to look. But it's a granny square like jacket cardigan. Look at that. And see, there's a male model there too. So they do have a lot of male models, and they have more than one. I think this is also crocheted. Yep, this is also crocheted. So look at that, they have several crochet patterns, so that's really cool. And then of course they have several knit patterns. So there are some knit patterns in here. This one. So yeah, so I'm super, super happy with them. I freaking love this photo. I just love that photo. So yeah, I'll be buying the third one. I'm really happy with this. I can't wait to go in and finish reading all of the articles. I have Shetland one too that I got a while back. Is this right here? No. I'm not sure where it is right now. I'd have to look. But I want to get some more of those ones too, because there's several volumes of those. Then my spouse bought me this Modern Knits because she saw that there was something about colored knitting, and she knew that she knew what that was. That's what she said. So yeah, so I got this. This has some great patterns in it. Yeah, so it was nice for her to pick that up for me. And then I just recently got this one, the Lopasai sweater, which is from Iceland. Again, gorgeous, 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 gorgeous photographs. Look at that. Look at that photograph. Can you see that? Can you see that photograph? Oh my gosh. Look at that. And tons of articles, knitting the Lapapasi. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I apologize sincerely. The Icelandic iconic sweater. So I'm enjoying this. I have started reading a lot of the articles already in this. And I was just reading somebody's vlog. I was watching somebody's vlog. They just went to Iceland. I can't remember who it is right now. And my latest is painting shawls. So I got this free. If you ordered a kit from Penelope, Stephen and Penelope, they threw in the painting shawls book. I'm like, okay. So I did order a kit. I love the painting rainbows in here. I love stripes. There's painting stripes. More than likely I'm gonna do the painting rainbows. I love the painting bricks. I freaking love that pattern. So I don't know if I will do any of these. I think Steven is a hoot. I watch his channel a lot, you know, and I don't do many of the knit-alongs because they're usually starting when school is starting for the fall ones. And I just don't do well with knit-alongs. And I kind of like to know what the end product is. Like that last shawl they did, ooh, I would not have wanted that shawl. Sorry, just would not have. It's not my taste. So, but the painted brick shawl, I love anything like that with that like bees hive type of stitch. I just love the honeycomb type stitch. So what pattern did I get? I got it for, let me find what I got it for. I got the pattern for the Winter Lights shawl, which I already own the pattern. Okay, pattern's in my library. So I got it for the Winter Lights shawl, and this is the yarn this is the one I chose from Stephen and Penelope. So this is the palette. I'm sorry, one of my yarns fell on the ground and my floor needs to be swept because, you know, I got cats. So I think all the fuzz is off of them. That is the palette I got. I don't remember what the palette is called. There's a name for each of the palettes. But this, I believe this is going to be my main color. So this is, all right, so this yarn is Westwool Amsterdam, and it is 390 yards. It is 10% textile, 90% Falkland Merino, and this one is called Green Olive, and it came out of batch 8. And this one is called Brackish, and it came out of batch 9. And this one is called Tiger, and this one is called Norway. Of course, Norway. And I think that was one of the reasons I got it, plus they had the olive in it because I love olive. So that is what I'm going to make. I'm going to make the Winter Lights shawl. When? I have no idea. No idea when I'll make it, but I have that for it now. Okay, so in no particular order, that was the first one. I just got this one in the other day. This is Mud Punch. It says it's Calando, but it also says it's a one-of-a-kind. She's been having a sale on her website, Mud Punch. I think I only have one other of hers. I really like her self-striping, but I had to stop myself a little bit from ordering self-striping, but, you know, obviously not too much because I got some more. I have this over here now. I kind of moved it all over here, so I have it, but I have a bunch on the floor too. Excuse the paper. Throw it over there because the cats will play with it. Okay, then on Pi Day, there were a bunch of individual designers who had got together, and they were all going to make a colorway that was inspired by a type of pie. So the one that I wanted, I didn't end up getting. The dyer did not have PayPal option on her page, and I tend to always pay with PayPal. That way I can track where everything is. And I think I ran out. 30 minutes is up. So, as I was saying, a bunch of indie dyers got together, and for Pi Day, they did pie-inspired colorways. I did not get the one I wanted, which was a supernatural-inspired colorway, as I said, because she did not have a PayPal option on her page, and I tend to always pay by PayPal, just so that I can go to PayPal and track what I have. But I did get two. So this is the one. This one, I totally forgot about this one. This one came from England, Castle View Yarns. So here is the logo. I'm not exactly sure where in England. I'd have to look. And this Suffolk, it's hand dyed in Suffolk, is Pistachio Tart. And then the other one I got was this one. And this, oh my gosh, this was packaged so nicely. So it was wrapped in this stuff, and then it was wrapped around with yarn. It was wrapped around really neatly with my name on it. Look at that. And that is the yarn, Campfire Yarns. I will definitely order from her again. What presentation made? And this Campfire Yarns again. And this is Dutch apple pie, which is my favorite, which I can no longer have because now I'm gluten-free. I mean, I guess I could eat it without the crust, but what fun is that? Can you see that? I'm hoping it's able to see. It looks like my light went off. I don't know why it went off. All right, I'll have to play with that because I've never used it before. And she also sent a Dutch apple pie recipe and a project planner for this. It's on her little thank you card. This is pretty awesome. I will definitely be ordering from Campfire Yarns again. I appreciate the way she packaged it and what she included. I appreciate that. All right, what next? Holy Hannah. Okay, so Kay, the crazy sock lady, was knitting with this colorway. I saw it, I loved it. I would never have ordered it because it's wine o'clock. I don't drink wine, but I loved the colorways. She's making socks for her husband, I believe, Eric. So I got that because Lollipop Yarn, obviously a lot of people were looking for it. Kay, whenever Kay puts something up, it sells out, man. So she's just as, you know, grocery girls, Kay, whoever, things sell out. So Lollipop Yarn, wine o'clock. So I like that. Another self-striping. And then what else have I gotten? Oh, I got some bags. Let's take a look at the bags I got. Don't know if I showed you all these bags yet. So I got the Jessalou March bag. It's a good one. Love that fabric. So I got that one. I'm gonna have so much stuff to pick up afterwards. And then this is from Utterly Adorable, who is another favorite bag maker. And she had a coo bag. Look at that coo! I love Scottish cattle, or as they're called in Scotland, coo. And it's got thistles on it, and it's got little bumblebees on it. How could I not? How could I not? So the inside is just a really nice lavender. And yeah, just a really nice lavender. It looked like there were polka dots in there for a minute, but it's not. And I just really like Jen's bags. Pretty sure that's her name. Yes, Jen. Jen, and this is funny because her dogs signed the card. So I got that. I think that's all for bags. And okay, what else is over here? So I have another kit. I am going to be making these are for a friend. These are not for me. I am going to be making the oh my gosh, it's not here. I bought the pattern. Where is it? Oh, I'm pretty sure I bought the pattern. All right, so the pattern's called The Brand, and it's a Yellowstone. It's a Yellowstone thing. My friend is obsessed with Yellowstone. Her birthday's in May. I already showed her these. She probably won't get them for her birthday, but so Rambling Needles, which is the yarn dyer I got from Bella just jumped down. The yarn dyer I got my Nerdy Advent from last year, and I loved it. So it's Rambling Needles, and this is called The Brand. Wear the Brand kit. So I'm going to be making that. They're fingerless gloves for my friend. Whoops. Hi, that was Bella. For my friend Deirdre, because she is a huge fan of that. So that's for her. Then I've received a couple of colors from Farmer's Daughter Fibers. Now, I'm pretty sure I showed this one last time. This was January's. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I showed January. So this is January Merino DK in Cross Current. And I'm pretty sure I showed this one. Okay. And then I have February. I love this color. This is worsted weight. It's 50% local U.S. alpaca and 50% organic merino. And this is Old Man Coyote. Love that colorway. And then this was March. This was Indigenous Collective March. And the colorway is Enchanted Forest. And these are Squish Fingering Minis, 100% Superwash Merino. Well, those are perfect colors for me. Perfect colors. Probably not use the pinky one, but we'll see. We'll see. Perfect colors for me. So yeah, that's not all. I've got more. So I have been trying to get Moonglow yarn kit for a while. Did I show you this one? I might have shown you this one. So this is the Moonglow yarn kit for Vintage Valentine. And Kay, this crazy sock lady again, has a pattern for this. I did not get, yeah, I did talk about this last time because I said I might do the pattern that she has for her Christmas socks because I like that pattern better. And then I've been trying to get this kit. And so I finally, because she does her updates on Fridays at 12 o'clock Eastern, which is 10 o'clock her time, which is 10 o'clock Mountain Time I think she's at, or Central Time. And of course I'm teaching at 12 o'clock, so I can never get them. But this Friday I was off for Good Friday. She did do an update. So I got this, which I have been dying to get because these are my colors. There's grays, there's teals, there's olive. Oh, my loves. And there are, again, sock patterns to go with this. So this is the Mountain Meadow Sock Kit. And it's Moonglow. Isn't that awesome? Look at them all. And then she's got a new kit she just showed that I'm just like, you're killing me with your kits. It's a blue kit, and I love, love, love the sock pattern that goes along with it. Just love it. Okay, not done yet. Then I happen to be able to catch the Story Mouse kit from Susan B. Anderson. So I'm going to be making a Story Mouse for my classroom. So it's going to be gray. I don't have the pattern printed, but I will link it. So the Story Mouse, I don't know if she has any more. Her kits sell out so quickly. But yeah, so I got the Story Mouse kit. Yeah, I did. Story Mouse kit. And then I went to a local yarn shop and bought some other yarns. So these yarns are down here. The only one, some of them, I just have a bunch of like Encore. I did get a bunch of Encore, which is, how much is it? It is 75% acrylic, 25% wool, because it's for baby stuff and it's for people who may not take care of it. So I did get a bunch of Encore, which I'm not going to go through, but I did get some yarn because I am going to be making the Thea Coleman, where is it? Goldwyn Folly. As soon as I saw this on Instagram, I knew I wanted to make it. The way that it is styled is so me, and I had just bought a long white t-shirt. So I got this wool, Highland Woolen Spun. And it's spun here in the US by Harrisville Design. And this is called Evergreen Highland. So this, it's almost the same color as what she's wearing of the one that she made. So I did get this for that. So that is the Goldwyn Folly. And I got enough for that. And then I ended up picking up some minis from her. So I got some minis because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get that kit. So I bought some minis to see if I could do it on my own. But I can still do one of those sock patterns with these minis. So yeah, so I bought a bunch of minis. These are all Emma's yarn. So this one is freshly cut. This one is Harbor. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Kale, which I've never ever eaten. Fun Guy. And Iguana. So I was happy to see those minis there. Yeah. So I think that might be it. Whew. There's a lot, wasn't it? And I got a lot to clean up here. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm hoping I might be able to do another one before I go back to school on Monday. So it's Thursday. I didn't say that. It is Thursday. And I believe I'm getting 2 things in the mail. It's probably here. It's 2:30. I should go down and see. Yeah, I might add on to this if I go down to the mailbox. I will go down to the mailbox and see if I got any more acquisitions. Nope. What are they called? Deposits into my retirement fund. I'm gonna go see if I have any more deposits into my retirement fund. I haven't been taking too much out of my retirement fund. Bella's sleeping up there now. So yeah, we shall see. So if I do come back, I'll stick something in here. But if I don't come back, thank you for joining me. I hope you saw something you liked and again gave me a thumbs up. Maybe subscribed if you're not a subscriber yet. And yeah, thank you for joining me and I'll see you soon. Okay, ta-ta for now. Bye. Okay, so this is future Tammy by about 10-15 minutes. I did drive down to my mailbox. Yes, I drove down to my mailbox. Our driveway is 1/4 mile through woods. It's not paved, it's all gravel, and it goes like this, and I can't walk those distances right now. So I have been in the past, I have been able to walk those distances, just can't right now. So I got 2 packages. This is something I just recently ordered and I don't remember what it is. This is from 3if by C. Pretty sure I got some stitch markers from her. So crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. And everybody always says, excuse me for the crinkle, but I don't mind the crinkle because I know I'm going to get to see something fun. Okay, so let's look at the yarn first. What did I get? I don't remember. So you'll be as surprised as I am. Okay, what is this? And why did I get it? Oh, because it's a Wizard of Oz. This is her Wizard of Oz kit. That's why I got it. So this is Off to See the Wizard and Emerald City. It's the 2023 Mystery Sock Set on her Sandoval base, which is $75.25. Oh my God, I actually might cast those right on. I just might. And so I got some goodies with it. What did I get? I got a Poppy stitch marker. Look at that. I got some Stash Premium Green Tea and some green light bulb markers. Very cool. I could not remember what I ordered from her. I knew I'd ordered some stitch markers. So let's see, what are the other stitch markers I got? She has some cool stitch markers. I got a rainbow one, which would also go with this one. Got a rainbow one. And yes, it has a little green daisy on it. So you could use it for St. Patrick's Day. You could use it for Pride. You could use it for a Wizard of Oz rainbow. Oh, I got a jellyfish. I'm into jellyfish all of a sudden. So I'm going to actually put this on my jellyfish bag. And then she sent me Raspberry Royal tea and some more light bulb stitch markers. And I got something in a box. Oh, this is the chocolate egg Easter stitch marker. Isn't that cute? I was so happy the green one wasn't sold out. Here, let me take it out so you guys can really see it. I can get it out of this bag. Oh God, it looks so real. I could pop this in my mouth. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh. So that's 3if by C. And I will put her down below. I'm going to have to do a long thing. I don't normally do one. And then this, I knew I'd ordered a pre-order from Lolo Bean. I have no idea what it is, but I know she's had a lot of issues lately. You know, she got really sick. Her stepdad died, which is so bad. But yeah, look at that. There's a fundraiser going on. If you don't know, there's a fundraiser going on for Lolo Bean to get to enlarge her dyeing space so that maybe she can hire some help. And then she would be able to... Now, I thought she was dyeing in her old house, but maybe she's not. I don't know. But I know that there's another fundraiser going on for another person of color. She's fundraising for like a community creative space. I donated to the Lolo Bean one. I have not yet donated to the other one, which I do plan on doing. And I will put those down below too. Okay, so what did I get from Lolo Bean? Oh my goodness, I don't know what I got from Lolo Bean. Okay, that's all empty. So, got a card with Lola on it. And I ordered the City So Nice They Named It Twice sock set. Okay, that's what I ordered. And that's what I got. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to take these out of this little wrapper baggy thingy here. So this colorway was like a super popular colorway that she had. The City So Nice They Named It Twice. I think she did it for something specific, and I can't remember what it was. But, so that's that. And then the mini set that goes with it. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So I love this, and this actually, I might make a shawl with this. I don't think I'm going to do a sock set with this. I think I'm going to do a shawl. This is yak. Merino yak. Is this yak also? This is also yak. So yeah, I think I'm going to do a shawl with these. Yeah, that'll be so pretty. Look at that. So pretty. So, whew! That's it for acquisitions. Now, the other thing that I did want to share that I forgot to share is I have had a really hard time reading this year. The past year, 2022, I don't think I've finished a book at all. And I don't know what it was. I am a reader. I have a ton of books. I buy books constantly. But I just could not get through a book. So I saw this movie, Chaos Walking. And the movie didn't get really great reviews. I enjoyed it, but it didn't get really great reviews. But I was super interested in the whole concept of it. So I'm like, oh, it's a book series. So my spouse meets a couple friends of hers, like every 2 weeks at Barnes & Noble. So I said, well, hey, if you see these books, can you get them for me? And they were there. All three were there. She also ordered me a book for my classroom now. So our library has this set of books. I can't remember the name of it. I read the first book, but they don't have the first book. So I told my students I would buy the first book. So I bought the first book of the series. So it's now in my room. So that one we had to order because they didn't have that at Barnes & Noble. But these books, so this is the Chaos Walking series. This is the first one, The Knife of Never Letting Go. I have to tell you, I picked it up, I started reading it, and I just kept reading. It is so good. So good. The reviews are amazing. I would press the Chaos Walking trilogy urgently on anyone at all. Extraordinary from The Guardian in the UK. Impressive, The New Yorker. Furiously paced, terrifying, exhilarating, and heartbreaking, The Sunday Telegraph. It is a UK book. He's a UK author. So I don't know how many people know about this book here in the United States. So what it is it's kind of dystopian, kind of science fiction. So what it is they are on this planet called New World. And the main character, who is Todd, lives in a town called Prentice Town. And he's got two male guardians, Ben and Killian. And there's some doings going on in that town, and you're not sure what's going on. But they're on a new planet. They were pilgrims, like church pilgrims, they said. They were pilgrims, they came to this new planet. Todd doesn't think there's anybody else on the planet. There are no women in the town. Supposedly, there was a germ released by the native inhabitants of the planet that killed all the women. So that's the starting story. Well, then Todd, I'm not giving anything away. Todd finds someone who's crashed in a plane, in an aircraft. And it's a girl. And it's their adventure and trying to find out what the hell is going on in this planet. It is an older young adult, like 14 and up. I would not read this to my third graders, and I won't bring it into my third grade classroom, but it's an amazing story. I have not gobbled a book like this, and probably since the Hunger Games or Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, that first book, oh my God, I gobbled it. Gobbled it. Oink, oink, oink. This was fantastic. So I have all three of them. So I am now halfway through this book. And that's pretty much what I've been doing. I'm on vacation this week. I've been reading. I am halfway through this book. I for some reason, I haven't been putting bookmarks in here. Here. So look how far I am. And the third book is just as big. So I kind of just want to read. That's all I want to do this week, which I don't think is a bad thing, because I haven't read in so long. But I also want to savor them, but I also want to know what's going on and what the hell's going to happen. I kind of know a little bit of what's going on. I don't have a problem with spoilers. Kind of know a little bit about what's going on because I did read about the series on Wikipedia. So I kind of know what happens to each of the characters, but I'm okay with that. Oh my God, I want to cast this on right now. I just might have to. I just might have to. Okay. All right. Oh, I think that is that. I think that's that. I think that is enough. So again, I will see you again shortly, hopefully much shorter than it has been. And yeah, happy knitting, happy crocheting, happy reading, happy needle felting, doing whatever you enjoy doing. And if you enjoyed me, please give me a like. Please give me a subscribe. Please give me a comment. I would love to interact with people in the comments. But I only get a couple. I get them usually from Marie. Hi, Marie. And I usually get them from Angela when she can catch up on her podcast. Hi, Angela, which I'm also doing. I'm catching up on podcasts right now. And is there anybody else who leaves me comments? Every once in a while, somebody else leaves me comments. But yeah, leave me a comment. Say hi. Introduce yourself. Tell me who you are. Let me know if you have a podcast. I'm always looking for new ones. I watch some. Sometimes I'll say, oh, this one's not for me. And then other ones I'll go, oh, this one's awesome. Like I just started watching. Here, let me bring them up. What have I just started watching? And I'm jumping from thing to thing, and I apologize for that, but I am jumping from thing to thing. Okay, so Greshey Girls was just on. I don't know if I'll watch them because they're always so long. I never catch them live. I could have watched them live today, but yeah, no, that didn't happen. So I did start just watching Michael of Piece for Piece Crafting. He's fun. We Share Needles. I also just started watching We Share Needles. Where's the other ones? TammyG Knits Designs. Yeah. I like seeing the ones in other countries just because I like seeing what's going on in other countries. The Woolly Worker. And then there it is, Lockbriar Knits. I like her a lot. So those are some of and this one, Freyoak Knits. I like her too. She's from Ireland, and Lockbriar is from, I think Lockbriar is here in the U.S. Nope, Canada. She's in Nova Scotia, Canada. She's a writer by trade. And that's the fun, too. I like people who tell me what they do in their day job. I like knowing what people do in their day job. Just because I'm curious about people. Anyway, this is so over the top, and I gotta go. So I got a mess to clean up, some socks to possibly cast on, a book to finish reading. I've got plans. And look how good I look. Yes. 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 And Bella's trying to sleep. Her tail is going because I'm disturbing her. So Ta-ta for now. I will catch you again soon. Bye.